of these words. So Oren, is Oren there?
No, sir.
No, sir, he's not.
Not in class. So does he know that we will be having a class today?
He's supposed to know, sir. He has the timetable.
Okay, all right, okay. Let's look at the first word. I hear, and this is I'm giving the present. Okay, I'm giving you the present tense. I hear, aku, and then Blondell, you give me I heard. Second one, I heard.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir. Let's see.
I heard.
Escucha.
Solin, I sent out.
A pestela.
I began.
Examen.
Huh?
Examen.
Right. I baptize. Solin.
Yes, sir.
I baptize. Huh?
Baptisa.
Right. Where is Orion? Is Orion around? I'm just calling to see if
I'm
he.
going to text. Yes,
Huh?
sir. That's what I'm going to call him.
You're going to text him?
Yes, sir.
All right. I saw Woody.
Yes, sir. Eblipsa.
I wrote.
Wapsa.
Okay. And now I receive Woody.
I receive examen.
Examen.
Yes, sir.
Examen. I taught. Solon.
Oh, sorry, sir. What was it?
I taught.
Edi Daxa.
Okay. I glorify.
Edoxasa.
Exasa. I wish I will.
Etelesa.
Ethelesa. Okay, I healed.
Eterapusa.
I proclaim, preach.
Eke Wuksa.
I persuade.
Epesa.
Pesa. I sent.
Epemsa.
I believe, had faith in. Is that Orion come there?
Yes, sir.
Orion? Orion? Orion?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What happened to you this morning?
Nothing happened. I was waiting on you because you were in meeting
I was in meeting with whom?
with the staff. Today is Tuesday, sir.
Yeah, but I do have staff meeting. It is those who teach extension class.
Well, the first time I was signing in and you weren't there yet. So I had to come out and wait a little more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So therefore,
huh? No, I hope you're not blaming me now, because I was signing in, as I said.
Yeah, but the others were there waiting. So how come you couldn't wait?
No, because I'm in my room.
Still, you could have keep the phone signing too. Anyway, who got the last one there?
I did, I believe.
Was it Woody?
Brother Wood.
Okay. All right, Orion. I saved.
That is what? Lesson 15.
Yes.
So, you see? Yes.
I save. This is not lesson 15.
And what lesson is that, brother?
What lesson is that then? So, Oren, which lesson are we supposed to begin then? This lesson, huh? This lesson should we be in now? Oren?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, which lesson we are supposed to begin? I'll continue.
Okay, lesson. Oh, we should continue on lesson 15. Okay. At the end,
Okay. Okay.
I save. That is a sosa.
I brought.
Eneka.
Negka. Okay. All right. So these are the words for the first chorus. So Woody.
Yes, sir.
So when did they say you all will have the paper for the test now?
They did not say that, sir. We don't know. They haven't said.
Who did you talk with?
Brother Bai.
Brother Bai?
Yes, sir.
And what did he tell you?
That they do not have any more ink.
Okay. So can't they go to a internet cafe and have them printed? It wouldn't cost them much.
Well, sir, the time is already
I know, but I'm simply saying that it looked like they're not going to have ink for the rest of the term. So I'm
right.
simply saying, can't they go?
Yes, I agree. I understand that. And I agree.
So therefore, can't they go to the internet cafe and have it done?
Yes, sir. You can talk to Brother Tito.
Brother Kidu?
Tito Williams.
Which one of them? Tito? Yeah, but I spoke to Tito. And Tito say he was going to speak to Bai.
Oh, and then we should wait on him.
So I spoke to Tito say he was going to speak to Bai. So I don't know who else to go to now.
Well, we did not hear anything from them, sir.
You didn't know what?
Hear anything from them, sir, about the topic.
All right. All right. Read for me, Orion, the Oris, forms of the first Oris.
Forms of the first Oris, active and middle. The Oris is the most prevalent tense in the Greek New Testament.
Do you understand that expression, Orion?
I would, but you hear me?
I'm listening, yes.
Yes, I would, but I guess the word that bothers me is prevalent. I would have to look what that means.
Okay, ask the others in the class and see if they can tell you. Woody, what does that word prevalent mean?
Common can be used as
Yeah?
popular or common, sir.
Okay, popular or common. Do you agree with that, Solin? Okay, so it is the most common tense in the Greek New Testament. No other tense is used as often in the Greek New Testament as the aorist tense. Okay?
Okay,
Yeah.
Is that clear, Orion?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Continue.
This tense is similar to the English past tense in that it can have different endings for different words. For example, with the English word preach, present tense, the past tense is preached. However, with the word teach, present tense, the past tense is taught, which is a different stem.
Okay, so do you understand the difference between preach and teach?
Yes.
And okay, what's the difference between forming the two past tense?
All right. You mean in English or in Greek?
In English.
I don't know if I should say this, but the difference I see is one as a ed at the end.
Okay.
That's the, let me see, the past. Yes, the past. The past as a ed, while the present is just preach. No ed at the end.
What about teach? How do you form the past?
Say that?
How do you form the past for teach?
All right. Let's see now for the past, the present tense. Hold on, let's see where I am at. All right, teach that. Okay. However, with the word teach, present tense, the past tense is taught, which is different, a different stem. Now, this one in English, it's a little bit hard to explain.
Okay. So what is the easiest way to explain it?
Okay. It wouldn't be grammatically correct if you add ed to the end of the teach.
And why is it so? Why is it so? Why is it you can't add the ed?
Because I don't know if I should.
Teach has a different stem. And because teach have a different stem, therefore you can add the ed. Continue reading.
All right. So okay. So in Greek, there are two ways to form the aorist. Some verbs add sigma to the present stem and are called the first aorist. Others do not add sigma, and the stem is different from the present. The latter forms are called second aorist and will be discussed in the next lesson.
Okay. So you have those that take the S and they are called first what?
First aorist.
And there are those verbs that don't take the S and they are called what?
Second aorist.
So if you were to categorize the English word, how would you place the word preach? First or second?
First.
Right. And you will say teach is second.
Yes.
All right. Fair enough. Continue reading.
Okay, no. Since there is no difference in the translation of first aorist and second aorist, most verbs will have only one of these sets of endings, though a few verbs have both. Verbs used in
Okay. Let us go to the back and see a verb that have both. Like look at I think it's Pharaoh. Go to the back of the book. and look at the word 188 for some people. Or look at 186. Or you could look at 185. Principal parts of the verb. Have you seen that? Look at the word ago. Have you seen the word ago?
Yes, sir.
Present form? Okay. Ago has both forms. It has the first aorist and the second what? Hello?
Hello, sir.
Have you seen that ago has both forms?
Yes, sir.
Okay, look at the word I sinned, amatano. Amatano also has both what?
Both.
And the word anestemi. Anestemi also has both what?
I'm not following you, sir.
Eh?
And it's
I'm
TV,
not
sir.
following you, sir.
Hello?
Sir.
I'm not following you. I do not see what you are talking about.
Woody,
Yes, sir.
explain it to him for me, please. No, I'm too far from him.
Okay. What we are looking at is the verbs that have both form of the aorist. Remember, we have the first aorist and the second. And here are the verbs. Ago
Hello?
has one.
Hello?
Then we have
Hello? Yeah, talk fast because I'm having a class now on Zoom.
Hello, sir.
Fitzroy. Fitzroy. Yeah, okay.
And sigma.
So he understand now?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah?
So,
Woody?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Woody?
Yes, sir.
So you understand? All right. Oren, let me hear what you say now.
no, I was asking if you are referring to the aorist active and the aorist passive.
No. I was looking at the first aorist and second aorist. And some verbs have only one form. Some verb has the form of the first aorist. Others have the form of the second aorist. And others have both forms.
Ça va pas deuxième aller après pour premier gain sigma ou machin.
Yeah, I'm just chercher une pièce non pour dépasser il va marquer
Non,
il va marquer second avec first.
C'est en l'air et ben quand l'air donc ouais à gauche même il pas régulier il va bien sigma. Même j'ai compris. Même c'est le problème qui
Yes.
Yes,
So what we are simply saying that some verbs have first aorist orin and some have second aorist form.
Yes, sir.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Almost
Okay.
clear.
Okay.
Well, sir, almost clear, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
I'm listening.
What about the verb I lead, sir? I'm not seeing any sigma at all.
I lead
Yes, sir.
because of the change in the consonants. Because so it went from ago to azo, and then that's where it takes it lead. And then when it comes to the aorist, it dropped the alpha and have the eta, and then have the alpha at the end. So is that. So that's also is another form of the first aorist as well. Isa, and they have the X and they have the S. Because both of those Greek letters have the S sound.
I'm not getting you well, sir.
Why?
I'm not hearing you well. That's why.
Okay, I don't know what happened to this system. I'm talking loudly, and I have a big mouth. And my next and my next door neighbor is hearing me right now, so I don't know what is the problem.
Okay, sir, no problem.
Okay, it all has to do with the change of the consonant. It says that when you're going to change from present to look at the future, so you change from ago to azo. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So that has an S sound. So you go over is esa. Okay. So even though it doesn't have the sigma there, that also serves as a form of a S sound too as well.
Oh, basically the emphasis is upon the S sound, not the
Yes.
Okay.
Right, the S sound, yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Oren.
Yes, sir.
Look at page 186.
Yes, I'm at 186.
Have you noticed the word balo? A balo?
Balo?
Yeah, balo.
No, sir. I haven't noticed it.
You don't see balo?
No, sir.
Balo is on 184 for me.
Oh, it's 186 for me. Balo.
I throw.
Yes.
Which page
Put
is
it.
that, sir?
Hello?
Hello, sir. What
Around
is
the back
page?
of the book.
It's what?
Look at the back of your book.
Okay. All right. BT1, 86.
It is in alphabetical order.
86,
Yes,
you know.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Okay. So notice that balo has two forms. And the first one is the second oris, ibalan. And what is ibala? Is ibala second or first?
It should be second,
Anybody?
sir. Yes, sir. It should be second, sir. I'm guessing.
All right. Anybody has the analytical lexicon there?
No, sir.
Yes, I have
It's
mine.
upstairs. All right. Check it and let us know quickly.
It's in the library, sir.
Well, you can go next one, get it.
Brother Rain will check it.
Brother?
I will.
No, I ask you what is first or second oris.
Okay, sir. Let me go through it.
Baradumba. Sir. Brother Owen.
Yes.
We have said that when it worries.
I can hardly hear. Just ease off the mask a bit.
All right.
Yeah, we have seen that when it is first aorist, so we will have the sigma in the word. And so when it does not have any sigma, it should be second aorist. Now, based on the example that we are looking at, I'm so loose, man. I cannot understand what we are talking about. I'm lost.
Okay. The teacher has left. Hold on a bit.
Now we are looking like at the word balo. I do not see any sigma at all, so it's giving some trouble, man. And they did not mention them as like the category. They just say future active, always active, perfect active. I don't know.
Even myself, sometimes I'm a bit lost. I'm trying to look in the lexicon here.
Okay.
So the only thing I see here in the lexicon for a balance is aorist active third person plural.
That is Ibala.
No, a balance. I can't find a balance.
E-B-L-A.
Yeah, I can't
Okay.
find that one.
Okay. Woody, have you found it in yours?
Oh, no, sir, not yet.
Okay. Okay, and you only have the analytical. Anybody has a Thayer's analytical lexicon?
Sorry, sir?
Yeah, that's what we are looking
A
in.
Thayer's. No, a Thayer's. You may have the other one. Maybe you don't have the Thayer's.
Okay.
No, we don't have any theories. It's just
Okay, that's Thayer's. Okay. Have you found it in yours?
I saw a balance, but not a balance.
Okay. All right. I may have to go in my room and look for Thayer's and see what it says. Anyway, let's move on the other page and see what it says there. The other page, look at the word I said estime 188. Look for that word again and see if you find it in your lexicon again. And see if you can tell the difference.
Which word, sir? Estime?
Estime, I said, yeah. There is a God. He is alive.
Sir,
Yes.
I'm not seeing the word even in the book, sir.
Okay.
It's
All right. Okay. I will look in my Thayer's
Wood.
Yes, brother.
Estime you're looking for?
Yes, the word I said, the verb. I'm looking it, but I'm not seeing it.
Which one of the book you are looking in?
The common book, the Greek book, this one.
I'm looking at the analytical lexicon, talking about analytical lexicon.
Yes, I will do so, but I'm just looking at how it is. But I'm
Look
not
around the back. Look around the back. It's in
Estime is supposed to be lesson 28. Woody?
Yes, sir. But I wasn't
I
there.
think yeah, that word's supposed to be in lesson 28.
Okay, sir.
Lesson 20. Have you seen it?
28?
I think so.
I'm not seeing it, sir. No,
Well, if
sir.
not 28, so no, maybe 26 then.
Oh, you are guessing.
Neither 26.
No, neither 26.
Oh,
And so,
all
sir,
right. It is there, man. I am going to find it and give it to you.
all right, sir. Good.
Wait, no, don't get too jumpy.
Hmm.
Lesson 29. Would it?
Yes, sir. 29. All right.
29.
I'm in. Are you sure?
Lesson 29.
Yeah, I see it, sir. I see it.
Yeah, I am getting old, but the eye can still see.
All right, good.
We have estime,
Uh-huh.
teso, estesa, esten, esteca, estamai,
Yeah, yeah.
estatin.
And this one have two forms. It has maybe the but estin. You see estin in your book? Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right. Okay, good. Look at page 190 in the back of the book. 190.
That's where estima is. Estima is.
No. It's a different word I'm looking at.
Okay.
190. Look at the word Pharaoh.
Sarah?
Pharaoh, I bring.
Oh, I'm good with that. Wait. Okay, wait. Yes, sir. I see it.
You see it?
Yes, sir.
Right. So Pharaoh has two forms as well, eh?
Yes, sir.
Right. One look like first Oris and one look like second Oris. Huh?
I have
Yes, sir.
pipto. Yes, sir.
One is Inekon and one is Neka.
Back is on.
Okay. Look at page 186.
Sir.
Hello?
Yes, you have pipto too. I fall.
Yes. Okay. Look, that is on which page?
All right. In my book, it is page 188.
Okay, mine is 189. So it's same thing. Ipesa, Ipeson. Ipeson is second Oris, Ipesa is first Oris.
Let's see.
Okay? Look also at 186 in my book, and this one is about blepo.
Yes, sir. I'm seeing Blepo.
Right.
Is
And Ipesa is first, and Iblep Idan. Again,
Yes.
the second Oris have a different form, is Idan. Woo. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
So when you say Idan,
Yes, sir.
I've never seen this word before. So take note of these things, eh?
Yes,
So
sir.
I did it deliberately. To bring it to your attention. Let's go back now to
Lesson 15.
yes. Continue for me, Mr. Oren, continue.
Since there is no difference in the translation of first aorist and second aorist, most verbs will have only one of these sets of endings, though a few verbs have both. Verbs used
Okay, and that is what we have just looked at a while ago. Some verbs have both, but most of them will have either first aorist or second aorist as their past tense. Continue.
Yeah. Verbs used in the indicative mood of the aorist tense will have an augment, just as the imperfect tense either as a temporal or a syllabic augment. So does the aorist since in the indicative, it is a past tense.
Okay, so again, the aorist tense tend to have an augment, syllabic augment, or it lengthens the vowel. Okay, continue.
The aorist has similar
Oren?
the aorist has similar endings to the imperfect, but the predominant connecting vowel is alpha instead of omicron epsilon. Unlike the imperfect, the aorist middle and passive forms are different.
Okay, so when it says the aorist have similar endings to the imperfect, which of the aorist you think the writer is referring to? The first aorist or the second aorist?
The first.
No, the second aorist. If you were to glance back at the imperfect tense, I think it's in lesson 11 or 12. Okay.
Yes,
In
sir.
lesson number
Sir,
12.
sir.
Hello?
Hello, sir. I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I'm gonna use an example. I'm just looking for it before I ask the question. Okay, sir, I'm good.
You're good. Okay. So we are saying now that the imperfect is the one that is of similarity to the second aorist, because the second aorist tend to end with the on, unlike the imperfect tend to end with the what? The on in the first person and on in the third person plural.
The third
Okay.
it should be
Third person plural.
and no.
The third person plural is L1, which is imperfect, and the first person singular is L12.
Sir,
Yes,
but
sir.
is there any exception to this rule? For I'm seeing the verb ballo.
Ballo.
Yes, sir, as an exception.
Explain what you mean by that to me.
For example, if we look at the first aorist, a ballon, the engine is omicron and nu.
No. So I was simply saying that Ibalan is second aorist. So the question I asked, which of the aorists is similar to the imperfect? And I said the second aorist is similar to the imperfect because the imperfect first person and third person ends in on and it has an augment. Same thing goes for the second aorist. It ends in on.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Yeah, so what is
I agree with that. My question is just, I'm asking if ballo is an exception.
exception to what?
To this rule that the
Which
second
rule?
aorist.
Which rule?
Or
Which
like,
rule?
I'm just telling
Which
you,
rule?
I'm telling you, sir.
Yeah, which rule?
Yes, sir, that the second aorist is more likely to be similar with the imperfect than the first one.
No. The writer says the aorist has similar endings to the imperfect.
Yes, sir.
And so I asked the question, which of the aorist has similar endings to the imperfect? And I said that it is the second aorist that has similar endings. So what is it? What? Yes, I'm listening.
Okay, sir. Let's look at the verb ballo, sir.
Yes.
First, aorist is a ballon, isn't it?
So is that what it says that a ballon is first aorist?
That is what I'm asking, sir.
Wait, no, I'm not. Who says that a ballon is first aorist?
Nobody. No one, sir.
Okay, so therefore that's the problem. A ballon is second aorist.
So, okay, basically, sir, even though it is at the top, so it's still...
It doesn't matter.
All right,
Oh,
sir.
so that is no problem. So because it's at the top, it got to be first. No.
All right, sir. I understand.
It is at the top, it is the first.
Yes, sir.
You understand now?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay, I'm glad you understand. So the writer says that the aorist has similar endings to the imperfect. And I asked the question, which of the aorist has similar endings to the imperfect? And the answer is the second aorist, because the first aorist tend to end with either SA, sigma, or A, or whatever. And it could be LA2. Okay. Continue for me, Orin.
All right. So unlike the imperfect, the aorist, middle, and passive form are different.
Okay.
To form the first aorist
Okay. All right. Thank you now. Thank you. Woody?
Yes, sir.
Woody? Continue.
To form the first aorist active, find the present stem and add the augment in the front of the stem. Then add the tense suffix. Sigma, a few verbs take kappa instead of sigma, after which comes the connecting vowel, usually short alpha. Finally, attach the ending. Thus, with luo, the process for forming the first person plural is epsilon, that is the augment, plus lu, which is the present stem, and then sigma plus a, that is sa, which is tense, the tense suffix including connecting vowel, plus men, the ending. Thus we have elusamen, we loosed. Note that the third singular has epsilon for the connecting vowel and usually has a movable nu. Summary. Epsilon, the augment, plus lu, the present stem, plus sa, the tense sign including connecting vowel, plus men, personal ending. Give elusamen, the first aorist active indicative first plural. The process
First,
for...
okay. Continue. Yeah, continue.
All right. The process for forming the aorist middle is the same as the active, except the middle endings are added. These are identical to the imperfect middle endings, except for the second singular, which is the result of a contraction of vowels. Summary.
Okay. You could just go back to lesson 12, and you will see what the writer is saying there with the
I'm on it, sir.
So it says, read again and see what it says there. The what? The exception.
The exception word.
It's in the first chorus. Continue reading from there again.
Well, I'm lost. I'm a
Page
little
70, where you stop under summary. In the first chorus, changes occur in the what?
changes appear. When a verb.
Woody,
Yes, sir.
Woody. Yes, in the verb stem. Yeah.
Yes. Ends in a consonant followed by the sigma suffix. In
Yes.
general, these changes are the same as in the future, which were described in the last lesson. For example,
Okay, all right.
The first oris of blepo is a blepsa, peto.
Go this again. First chorus, you know. Blessa. I notice it doesn't have the S.
Yes, sir.
But that have the S sound there.
Yes, right.
Continue. Yeah.
Peto.
Paito. 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 Paito.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Paito. Epesa.
Yeah.
Also a few verbs.
Notice this at the S sound. The sigma.
Yes, sir.
And this is first chorus as well. Continue.
Also, a few verbs use a kappa instead of the sigma. The endings of
Yeah.
a kappa oris verb are usually the same as other first oris endings, but sometimes the stem is different. Example, feo, the present, and we have neka, the oris. Other oris forms are called liquid oris since their oris stems and ends in a liquid consonant like a pestile.
Okay. So this one is called a liquid oris.
Yes, sir.
Okay, continue.
Regardless of what kind of stem the verb has, you should never assume that the oris is formed in a regular manner.
The regular manner is when you insert the sigma.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Yes, sir.
Never assume that. Continue.
The only sure way to determine the oris form is to check the word in the vocabulary of a Greek dictionary or lexicon. The third form listed in the back of the book will be the oris active. You will not know whether the verb has a first or second oris until you have looked at the principal parts list. Note that there is no augment on the oris infinitive.
Okay, so he says you could never look at a verb and tell you whether you're going to take first or second what oris.
Okay, so sir, I have a
to
question.
make sure you go to the back of the book.
Yes, sir. I have a question about that, sir.
Yeah.
Even though it is not sure, but can't we use the similarity between the imperfect with the second oris to determine whether the verb is in the first or the second oris?
I'm not so sure.
Okay, sir. All right.
I'm not so sure because it's sometimes, you know, the verb, when you remove the omega ending, the stem ends either with a liquid consonant and that may change the whole thing. You understand?
Yes, sir. I do.
Okay. Okay, so continue reading now the rest there. First oris active of lower.
Yes, first oris active, indicative of luo, singular. Elusa, I loosed. Elusas, you loosed. Elusing or elusen, he, she, it loosed. For the plural, elusamen, we loosed. Elusate, you lose. Elusan, they loosed. The infinitive is lucide, to lose. Now, first oris middle, indicative of luo. The singular, we have elusamen, I lose myself. Eluso, you lose yourself. Elusato, he, she, it, lose himself or herself, itself. For the plural, we have elusameta, we lose ourselves. Elusate, you lose yourself. Elusanto, they lose themselves. Infinitive, lusatai, to lose oneself.
Thank you. Solin.
Yes,
Solin,
sir. Yes, sir.
your time now. Woody,
Yes, sir.
Woody,
Yes, sir.
is the building hot?
Sorry, sir.
Is the building hot?
Yes, sir.
Because I see you wiping your face all the time.
Yes, sir. It's very hot, sir. The weather is hot, sir.
You need to come to St. Mary. We have rain over here right now. It's overcast.
So you are blessed, sir. You are very blessed, then, sir.
All right. All right, Solin.
Yes, sir.
15.3.
Function of the aorist tense. Since the Greek writers used the aorist so widely, it is perhaps the most important tense in the Greek New Testament. The word
You heard it, sir?
aorist,
Notice, since the Greek writer used the aorist so widely, it is perhaps the most important tense. So not only is that the most frequently used one, but some people consider as maybe one of the most important what? Tense. Continue.
the word aorist comes from the Greek word aoristos, which means undefined or undetermined.
Aoristos. Yes.
Which means undefined or undetermined. It is simpler. It simply states that action took place.
No, it simply states.
It simply states that the action took place in the past without regard to its duration.
Okay, so do you understand that expression? When it said the expression takes place in the past with regards to its duration. Do you understand that expression?
The word duration or what?
Duration or the sentence you have just read.
Yes, sir. They are saying that this is something that is related to action that are past already.
I agree, but more than that, it says simply states that an action took place in the past without regard to its duration.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so what do you understand from that?
It doesn't matter like the period of it or the longer of time that he has taken.
So if I said I was eating for 2 hours, will that be aorist tense?
No, sir. Not from what I just.
What tense will that be?
Because you have given the duration, sir.
Yeah, so what tense will that be? Comparing to what we have learned in the
it would be past perfect tense.
No, it will be imperfect.
Imperfect?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Imperfect deals with duration, while aorist does not deal with duration. It just give you a snapshot.
All right, sir.
Yeah, it said I ate, but it didn't say for how long. It could be an hour, it could be 2 hours, it could be 3 hours. One is like a summary, one is like a snapshot, and the other one is like a moving camera. The moving camera takes up everything in its past. A snapshot just gives you just a sneak peep.
All right,
All
sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go.
In the indicative mood, the imperfect and the aorist are alike in the time of action. Both are past tenses. The difference is in the kind of action. While the imperfect
Depicts.
sorry, while the imperfect depicts a duative or linear action, the aorist does not define the type of action. The type
Right.
of
So it's the
action,
imperfect. No. So the imperfect tense, the duration, a time period, while
yes, sir.
the aorist doesn't give you a time period. It's like it happened for 1 day or 1 minute or 1 hour or a second. While the imperfect now, they give it the impression the event took place over a period of time in the past.
Yes, sir.
Okay, like you said, I studied at the Jamaica School of Preaching. That is Oris Sentinel. I studied, but it never tell them how long. But they say I was studying there for 4 years. Or I was studying there. That give you duration. Huh? Isn't that true? Okay, let's go. Continue.
The type of action can only be seen from the context.
Exactly. Continue.
The usual way to translate the aorist is with the simple past tense in English. Thus, elusa, I loosed. The aorist in the Greek New Testament can express many types of past action.
Okay.
The constative aorist looks upon the action in its entirety.
Entirety.
Entirety. Example, by the Jews 5 times I received, in brackets, a labon, 40 stripes minus 1. Second
Okay. And it says
Corinthians,
experience that 5 times. Okay. But then it never tell you if the 5 time was done in 1 day or in a month or in a year or maybe his entire ministry, which lasted for about 40 years. But it is summarized as if to say it was just one act. Continue.
all right. In the ingressive aorist views the act as having occurred but emphasizes the initiation. Example,
And what is initiation? What do you understand by initiation?
like the starting or
Yes, right. Very good. They start at the beginning.
yes,
Continue.
for your sakes he became poor, in brackets, eptokusen, according to 2 Corinthians 8 verse 9.
Continue.
The culminative aorist also sees the action as having occurred, but the emphasis is on the end of the action. Example, the former treatise I have made, in brackets, a poi, epoisamen,
The point is,
Yeah.
Acts 1
Yeah.
verse 1.
Okay, again, this looked at the end of it. And this is talking about Paul writings of the of Luke. Well, it didn't say how long it took Paul to write the book of Luke, but he looked at it in the final letter of it. He says, the former treatise I have made. How long did it take it to put that together? We don't know. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So some of the aorists emphasize the beginning, some the entirety of it, and some the end result of it. Okay? Continue for me,
Solon.
Solin.
These three uses of the aorist may be depicted thus: constative, ingressive, culminative.
Okay.
15.4. First
Okay, you have to
aorist.
go. No. Okay, continue, yes.
Yes, sir. The first aorist infinitive has no augment because it does not indicate past time as does the aorist indicative. The primary,
Exactly.
sorry?
Difference. The
Yeah,
primary difference, continue.
yes, sir. The primary difference between the present infinitive and the aorist infinitive is the kind of action. See
All
page
right.
4.3.31.4.
Okay, thank you.
Use of
We
infinitive.
come to lesson, and we have some assignments. Anybody have any assignment for me over there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. The ones for last week.
Okay. And now you're going to get more, but I'm going to go easy with you. That's what you're there for. So we have we have 20. So the first 4 is for Roy. First 5 is for Roy. Okay?
Yes,
So when he comes, just let him know. And so from 6 to 10, supposed to be Orain.
Yes, sir.
So 11 to 15, supposed to be Solin. And 16 to 20, supposed to be Woody.
Okay, sir.
Right. So anybody's having any problem with their translations? Some people have some minor issues, but next week we'll look at those next week.
Sir?
Some people have problem. Oren, you are probably one of those persons still have a lot of problem with the translation.
Yes.
And so next week, if life spare, we'll look at the first period and the second period and look at some of your challenges and see how best you can overcome them.
I wait, sir. Yes, I was saying I would mind my 5 would have scripture beside them.
That's good, man.
No, I'm saying I would mind that happen.
Oh,
But I was just joking.
Me know you're looking the easy way out.
Yeah, but I'm just joking.
Okay. But your 5 don't have scriptures, them, all of them. Only mostly 2 of them have scripture. And still you can't follow that. What about the vocabulary on page 14? We haven't got that one yet either.
That's
Huh?
What about them, sir?
Huh?
What about them, sir?
I'm not hearing you.
You mean the translation?
No, I'm just asking about them, sir. What about them?
I'm saying that we haven't gotten the vocabulary on lesson 14.
No, we haven't.
Right.
Neither
So,
lesson 13.
Okay. So we have to get in one next week. But I have to talk to Bayi because I don't know, because they are just hindering the progress.
Well, it seems so.
Okay. All right. So I will send him a note and tell him, say it is important.
All right, sir. No problem. Good. So
All
basically,
right,
sir, the test will be on lesson 13 for next week.
No, the test is already set on 11, 12, 13.
Sir, I'm confused now. We did 11 and 12 already, sir.
What? Translation?
Yes, no, the vocabulary, sir.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the test is on the theory of lesson 11, 12, and 13.
Oh, okay, sir. All right, sir.
So
Right.
we will have.
And I thought I made myself clear last week when I said that.
No, sir. The issue is not that, we are just talking about different tests, sir. Not the one for the
Okay.
midterm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So the one that you got that Tito said it doesn't have any paper, that's the one for the midterm.
Oh, okay. So that is for the final.
And it's on the lesson, is on the theory of chapter 11, 12, and 13.
That's
And
for the final
it is
exam.
already. Huh?
That's for the final exam.
Final? No, that's midterm.
Okay, sir. All right.
But sir, we already have this to do. It seems like you were saying that
We will get lesson 13 and 14 as well, the vocabularies. So that's what we were trying to
No,
clear out.
No. I didn't say you will get vocabulary.
Oh, all right. Sorry
Yeah,
about
the
that. I
vocabulary.
thought it was what
the
you were saying.
vocabulary. No, the vocabulary will come separate.
all right, sir.
So you don't have to worry about any vocabulary. No vocabulary, no translation. It's just the theory.
Is it no translation? Yeah.
And I could say, would he get 110 on the test already?
Well,
Good, sir.
All right, later.
All right.
sir, why you lie?